Elizabeth talked a little bit just briefly about comprehensive literacy, the legislation around dyslexia, the screening notification. A big part of putting together the dyslexia priority plan was working with different departments, not just the Office of Teaching and Learning or just humanities, and then working alongside family and communities. And so at this time, I'm going to bring up Jessica Colby, who we're limited in the number of people that can have public comment, but it was important to us and to the advocacy group to allow Jessica Colby to be a part of our presentation as it was co-constructed with the parents.
Okay, so I am Jessica Colby, as you may know, or anyway. I'm a parent of a Lincoln senior and a member of the PPS Parent Dyslexia Advocacy Group, and I'm not going anywhere, by the way. The kid is graduating. I'm not, just so you know. I want to start by thanking both Tanya and Elizabeth for bringing us into the presentation and for supporting our efforts to testify tonight and to bring me into this, as part of dyslexia. I also want to thank you guys and Superintendent and all the work you're doing, and all the staff who have worked so hard to bring these life-changing literacy changes and supports to PPS students. We appreciate the collaborative approach PPS is committed to, and we are in return equally committed to this relationship and the continuing work that will be necessary to fully realize a comprehensive and equitable dyslexia support system. That PPS has a dyslexia coordinator, yay, and that she has a budget, yay, is huge. Not many schools in the nation have been willing to confront dyslexia head-on, and we hope that PPS can become a model for schools across the country to look to for their own students. The current 5-year plan is a good start. We've got a lot in there that we like. The intentionality and the commitment to students is clear, as is the effort that has gone into such a monumental task. Some of the strengths we see are the commitment to consistent and ongoing training for PPS staff, from reading specialists to para-educators to admin. Everybody's getting educated, and I love that. Expanding dyslexia supports and training for middle schools and high schools. That's a really great start. Pushing into the middle schools and high schools, I mean, the foundation is key, but there will always be kids who need the supports, and there will be kids who come in from out of district who will need those supports. Access to audiobooks and instructional support lists, it sounds really no-brainer, but it's awesome that it is actually happening. And then my very favorite thing that I was told tonight is that PPS is now going to be doing ASL, American Sign Language, online through Virtual Scholars. Yay! Thank you for letting me announce that.
Absolutely.
So this plan is strong, but we know that there is more that needs to be addressed, as complex as this task is, and somehow within the constraints of budget and staff, hours, and everything else, we want even more. We want more. I know, we're greedy that way. So we want all of our struggling students to have one-on-one instruction as soon as possible, at the lowest levels, at whatever level they're at, without needing a SPED designation, without having to fight for it, or without having to go out into the community to get the diagnosis and then pay for the SLP or whomever at several $1,000s by the end of whatever you're doing, because so many kids cannot do that. And while Virtual Scholars via American Sign Language via Virtual Scholars is fantastic, it can't replace direct instruction. And every high school in Portland needs American Sign Language direct instruction classes for the basic equity of giving these kids the world language that they can embrace. My kid loves it. She is, every college she's looked at has had to have ASL. So, okay. And then, yeah, the consistent and continuing budget to support all of this work. So I want to thank, again, everybody for supporting the work we do as advocates and for having me here at the podium. And I would like to thank admin and staff for being so supportive in this collaboration with when many districts would choose not to be. it is clear we are all here to stand for students. So thank you.